Strap in, fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a fire. Really white light fire. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase dreams. From the dirt to the asphalt, throttle stays wide. Every lap we broadcast, it's a hell of a ride. Yeah, Facebook Live and that YouTube screen. Tune in now, it's a high octane scene. Oh, tires spinning, fans grinning. Right rear's live, and we ain't quitting. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, we ain't showtime. Right rear racing, we ain't playing. Start your engines, it's showtime. Engines roar, the dirt is flying, Earth's alive, the crowd united. Tonight we rise, no holding back. Summer shootout on the Eldora track. Round 4 battle, modified pride. Big blocks thunder, side by side. Every lap a war, feel the ground ignite. RPES racing, it all goes down tonight. Fire in the sky, wheels spin to glory. Legends are made, we write the story. Hold your breath, the green flag waves. At Eldora Speedway, the brave misbehave.
And welcome back, race fans, to Right Rear Racing as we cover your Regal Promotions Esports Summer Shootout, round number 4 of the Modified Dirt Series. As these drivers are taking on their practice session now, and their drivers meeting presented by Admin Box is happening now. As you see, Angel Regal Race Control on with his voice chat on right now. Again, that is your Admin Box drivers meeting, and if you're interested, you can use the RPE-sports-box, that's BOXX, for 10% off for your next Admin Box purchase. And we have roughly about 1 more minute left until we go into our qualifying tonight. Looks like we're going to have 21 drivers here that's going to make the call, so all the drivers will be making the A main. And just to go over the points, because the last race for this series happened on May 20th. and for the summer taking off, the sitting in points on first was Dylan Yeager, or is Dylan Yeager, and he has 1,452 points. Dalton Dewart in second with 1,409. In third, it's going to be Chance Carr with 1,408. Nick Brundridge with the 1,388 in fourth. And then in fifth is going to be Anthony Morano with 1,378. And we're looking at the future events for Regal Promotions here on Monday, September 15th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Regal Promotions Server and Showdown, round number 10 of the 360 sprints, is going to happen here at Eldora. And the winner is going to get a free Kings Clash entry. And that you can catch that action live on Regal Promotions Esports. And following that Wednesday, or next Wednesday, will be Wednesday, September 17th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're going to have your Regal Promotions Kings Clash happening here at Eldora. It's going to be 40 laps in 360s, $50 to win, $10 to start. Catch that action live on Regal Promotions. Looks like our qualifying is underway here as we follow along with Derek Jones and that one machine as he's coming out on the track. And we'll go to James Murphy, on the 65, as Derek was blinking there just a little bit. We'll kind of get you a backup view here as the green flag is now dropped this is James starting his second lap. His first lap is going to be a 15:78. We have Ted York making a lap. James Heed as well. John Smill in the 113 is going to make a lap as well. Dylan Yeager, your points leader, is on top of the board right now. And James Murphy on his second lap is going to hit a 16:16. Dylan Yeager on his first lap got a 15:62. Puts him at the top of the board as he comes off turn number 4 in that 48 car for his second lap. He's going to end up getting a 15:77. Again, this is your TJ Visuals qualifying happening right now. We're going to catch up to we'll catch up with Matthew Hobbs here in the 420 car, as his first lap was a 16:56 as he comes off turn 4 there and down the straightaway. His second lap is going to be just a little bit better with a 16:54. And Ben Jolly, he's made his first lap, made contact with something there as his first lap did not register. But his second lap, he's going to make it count as he's going to move up to your 4th position with a 15:87. Sam Bachman in that 007, he's going to sit in 7th. He just got bumped down to 8th as Dean Reynolds made a 15:89 on his first lap, and he's coming around on his second lap now in 3 and 4 as he comes off turn 4 down the straightaway. His second lap is going to be a 16:15. Looks like we have Fred Hoffman, your last car to qualify tonight, as everyone else has made their qualifying laps. And over on Facebook, we do have Susie. How you doing tonight? And she's cheering on Matt Taylor in the 15 machine. As we follow along with Fred Hoffman in his first lap, he hit a 16:43. He's looking to make a better lap time here this time around as he goes down to the back straightaway, enters turn number 3 as he comes around number 3 and 4 here down the front straightaway for the last time for his qualifying. His second lap is going to be a 16:14. That's going to jump him up to the 17th starting position. And Jimbo Rooney is still out there making some laps after your qualifying. And we're going to jump straight into your heat races tonight. And heat race number 1 is going to be your right rear racing heat race number 1. And your starting lineup for heat race number 1 is going to be Jimbo Rooney in the 27 machine. On his outside is going to be Joseph Groom in the 11. Inside row number 2 has Ben Jolly in the 924. On his outside has Dylan Yeager in the 48. Inside row number 3 has Jordan Koblentz in the 19. On his outside is going to be Robert Puckett in the 30. And rounding out the field for heat race number 1 here is going to be Braden Tuttle in the 84. Again, thank you for joining in here tonight to give you a little bit of the rundown. Everyone will be making the A main, so I don't think we'll have any Bs. We're going to have this 4-car invert for your heat races. So Jimbo Rooney was, or I'm sorry, the 48 of Jaeger was your quickest qualifier. And then right after your heat races, we're going to have a warm-up session trying to break this track in, followed by your 75-lap main event. And the drivers just received the rolled up green flag. Joseph Groom and Jimbo Rooney will be leading the field off turn 2 down the back straightaway. They're stacked up, ready to get underway here for the first green flag of tonight's event. And that's going to be your right rear race and heat race number 1 here for your summer shootout with Regal Promotions Esports, as Jimbo Rooney leads them in turn number 3 with Groom on his outside. They're ready to go. Pace car should be pulling off as they come off 4. Jimbo's going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway here with your summer shootout heat race number 1, as Jimbo Rooney's going to lead us off turn 2 down the back straightaway. Ben Jolly's moved up into that the second position in that 924. We have a car on the outside. That's going to be Dylan Yeager. He's trying to get the outside going in 3 and 4. Lap number 1 is complete and in the books for heat race number 1. The 924 and the 48, they're going to be on the outside. Here comes the 48 looking down low as they go side by side down the back straightaway. The 48 machine is going to look down low on the 27 of Jimbo Rooney. As they come off turn number 4, your top 3 are right there on top of each other. Dylan Yeager's going to throw a slide job on Rooney. As they go in 1 and 2, Rooney's going to cross him over. The 924 of Ben Jolly is going to follow suit. Now Ben Jolly's going to try to throw a slide job here in 3 and 4 on Rooney. As they come in 3 off straightaway, they're all right there on top of each other. As we are 3 laps into this event, they're going to be 3 wide. Come off turn number 2, low contact between Yeager and that was Jolly there, and Rooney hits the outside wall as he comes off turn number 2. Dylan Yeager leads us to the halfway point of heat race number 1 here in that 48 machine. The 924 of Ben Jolly is going to be sitting in second. Jordan Blitz in that 19 machine, he's moved up 2 spots. He's sitting third. Jimbo Rooney in that 27 machine is going to sit in fourth. Trying to reel back in Jordan Blitz. Blitz is going to be right there, as he's in the black 27 machine, but he's going to be car number 19 here on your screen. As we have 2 laps remaining, they just got the popsicle sticks going in 3 and 4. Oh, Jolly's going to hit the outside wall. Here comes Jordan Blitz in that 19 machine. He's going to take over your second place. Here's the 27 of Jimbo Rooney. He's going to look down low as they come off turn number 4, getting the white flag as we have 1 lap remaining in your right rear race and heat race number 1, as Dylan Yeager has walked away from the rest of the field. This is your battle for second, as Jordan Blitz is going to secure second. Ben Jolly is going to run the outside lane and get third, and Jimbo Rooney finishes 4th. Joseph Grom in the 11 machine rounds out your top 5, and Robert Puckett in the 30 machine finishes out the field. Again, your heat race number 1 results are on the screen now. That's going to be Dylan, Jordan Blitz, Ben Jolly, Jimbo Rooney, Joseph Groom, and Robert Puckett. And your Casey Simmons cinematography heat race number 2 is taking the field now, as we find a driver that's out there. And starting on the pole is going to be John Smith in that 113. On his outside is going to be Sam Bachman in the 007. Inside row number 2 has a 79 of Dean Reynolds. On his outside is going to be James Murphy in the 65. Row number 3 has Jason Smith in the 8 machine on the inside, and on the outside is going to be Fred Hoffman in the 13. And James Heed in that 6 machine rounds out the field for your Casey Simmons cinematography heat race number 2 here for your summer shootout. As they come off turn number 4, they're receiving the rolled up green flag as we have 1 lap to go until we get underway here for your Casey Simmons Cinematography Heat Race number 2. And for my viewers that's joining in, I know that you'll see the tag there that someone's talking. If y'all hear them, please let me know. We will cut that out real quick because I want y'all to enjoy the show, and I know that racers can get agitated as we're stacked up and ready to go. The 113 of John Smith is going to get underway here for your second heat race of tonight. The 79 machine of Dean Reynolds, he's trying to get that bottom side going. They're in 1 and 2. Sam Bachman's going to take that outside in that 007. The 113 is trying to hold off all these Chargers coming through this field as lap number 1 is complete. James Murphy's in that 65 machine. He's getting the outside going. He's going to look down low, coming off turn 2, down the back straightaway, just underneath Sam Bachman, and try to take over that second position as he's running the bottom side and they're running the top. Coming off of 4, the 007 is going to have the momentum and maintain his second position. The 65 of James Murphy is maintaining that bottom side as they come off turn number 2 and down the back straightaway once again here as the 113 of John Smills trying to hold off Sam Bachman in that 007 as we have 3 laps complete here for your heat race number 2 presented by Casey Simmons Cinematography. And now James Murphy goes to the outside of 3 and 4. And they're getting the cross flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 2. James Murphy's going to throw a slide job on Sam Bachman. Bachman's going to look down low as they go down the back straightaway. Enter in turn 3. Bachman's going to return the favor. And didn't have enough room there, but Murphy's going to let up and give him the second spot here as they go down the front straightaway. And as these two are battling it out, it's going to allow John Smill and that 113 to kind of get a little bit of distance here between him and the others. As Murphy looks down low as he comes off turn number 2. They just received the popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 2. James Murphy just threw a slide job, crossed over from Bachman. Here comes the 65 looking down low and off of turn 4 down the straightaway. They're getting the white flag as we have 1 lap remaining here. Here comes the slide job from the 65 of James Murphy in 1 and 2. The crossover once again from Bachman as they go down the back straightaway. And Bachman's going to try to cut off that slide job line there in 3 and 4. And John Smill is going to take heat race number 2, followed by Sam Bachman. And James Murphy in the 65 finishes 3rd. Dean Reynolds in the 79 will be in 4th. And Fred Hoffman rounds out your top 5. As we show you the rest of the results here, John Smill, Sam Bachman, James Murphy, Dean Reynolds, Fred Hoffman, Jason Smith, and James Heed. Heat race number 3 is taking the field now. And heat race number 3 is presented by Twisted Speed. Starting on the pole for your Twisted Speed heat race number 3 here is going to be Derek Jones in the 1 machine. On his outside is going to be Benjamin Wirt in that 14. Matt Taylor in the 15 is going to start inside row number 2 with Dalton Dewart in the 82 on his outside. Aaron Murphy in the 41 is going to start inside row number 3 with Ted York on his outside in the 09. And Matthew Hobbs in the 420 rounds out the field for heat race number 3 presented by Twisted Speed. And as the field comes off turn 4, they're receiving the rolled up green flag, which means we got 1 to go until we go green flag racing next time around for your heat race number 3 here. Looks like Derek Jones might be my issue connection here now. As you see all the drivers kind of blink off the field there, that's going to be my connection. Enter turn number 3. The pace truck's about to pull in, and Derek Jones is going to get us underway here for heat race number 3 and lead us the field down into turn number 1. We're going to be 3 wide already here going in turn 1 for position number 2 as Matt Taylor's going to get the bottom side going down the back straightaway. The 82 of Dalton Dewart's going to get the outside going, and Benjamin Wirt has moved back to the 4th position as they come off turn number 4. Going into turn number 1 here, the one machine of Derek Jones is holding off the field, and here comes Dalton Dewart looking down low as they come down the back straightaway. Entering turn number 3, he's going to be on the bottom side, try to throw a slide job here on Derek Jones. And we have a new leader for your heat race number 3 presented by Twisted Speed. Your top 4 are right there all under a blanket as they come off turn number 2. And Matt Taylor's trying to get that bottom side going as he's side by side with Benjamin Wirt, as Wirt's on the outside and Taylor's on the bottom, trying to pass 2 drivers here as they go down the front straightaway. As 3 laps are in the book, the 82 of Dalton Dewart is going to move up 3 spots and try to get a gap here as they go down the back straightaway. Entering turn number 3, as they come off turn number 4, this time they have the cross flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 3 here. The one machine of Derek Jones trying to hold off the 15 and the 14 as those 2 are battling side by side. And Ted York in the 09, he's going to be entering the picture here now right behind Benjamin Wirt on the outside as Matt Taylor still getting that bottom line going. We're going to go back up to your front. There's your 82, your leader of Dalton Dewart as he comes off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Matt Taylor is going to take over your 3rd position momentarily. As I look back there, Benjamin Wirt did make contact with the outside wall. As they come off turn number 4, they're getting the popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining here. We're going to be 3 wide here momentarily with the 09, the 14, and the 15 as they come off turn number 2. And Matt Taylor's going to move back to your 5th position. Now Benjamin's trying to work on the one machine as they come off turn number 4, getting white flag this time around. Benjamin's going to look down low, try to throw a slide job on the one machine here. Thought different of it as he comes off turn number 2. Dalton Dewart, he's entering turn 3 as the field is exiting off turn number 2. Coming to the checkered flag here for your heat race number 3 is going to be 82 of Dalton Dewart taking the win. The Derek Jones in the one machine 2nd. Benjamin Wirt in the 14 and 3rd. Ted York in the 09 will finish 4th, and Matt Taylor will round out your top 5. And again, your lineup for, or your results for heat race number 3 presented by Twisted Speed, Dalton Dewart, Derek Jones, Benjamin Wirt, Ted York, Matt Taylor, Aaron Murphy, and Matthew Hobbs. And we do not have a heat race number 4 presented by Regal Promotions Esports Shop. So, as always, you can go to Regal Promotions Esports.com and go to their shop and purchase shirts or even a poster for all of their events that they put on for everyone here on iRacing. Also, we have no B main, but we will be having your caution flag and your fastest lap with the 618 engraving and design. And now on the track, this is going to be your Night Owl Racing League warm-up session, as we have roughly about a minute and a half left as we're going to be advancing at the 3-minute mark up there on your top left-hand corner of your screen there. And I'll give you a little bit more to watch here as we go over your notes. We will be doing a 4 wide tonight. And your round number 5 for your Dirt Modified Series will be happening next month. And that's going to be Tuesday, October 21st at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's going to be the Regal Promotions Esports Empire State Showdown. Round number 5 of your Dirt Modified Series at Oswego Speedway, 75 laps, big block modifieds. It's going to be open setup, free entry, and you can catch that live right here on Right Rear Racing. and a little bit about what these guys are racing for the series is there's a points fund for the 2025 Dirt Modified Series. If you're finished first in points, you're going to get $100 plus a championship trophy. Second's going to get $70, third $60, fourth $40, and fifth will get $30. And I'm going to step away just momentarily right before we get going here to get a drink and get ready for tonight's action.
Strap it and fire it up. It's time to light the fuse.
It's time to light a fuse. Really light fire. Yeah. Right rear racing, we're bringing the heat. Burning rubber and mics, got you up out your seat. Live on the track or the digital stream. We don't chase views, we chase.
And I'm back ready to go for your main event here tonight. Again, it's going to be 75 laps here at Eldora with your 21 drivers all making the field. So we did not have your 618 engraven and designed B main. And your starting lineup for tonight's A main is going to be Dylan Yeager in that 48 machine sitting at the pole. On his outside is going to be the 113 of John Smill. Dalton Dewar in that 82 machine is going to be starting on the inside, row number 2. On his outside is going to be Jordan Comblentz in the 19. Inside row number 3 has Sam Bachman in the 007 with Derek Jones in the 1 on his outside. Row 4 has Ben Jolly in the 924 with James Murphy in the 65 on his outside. Benjamin Wirt is going to be inside row number 5 in his 14 machine with Jimbo Rooney on his outside in the 27. This 79 machine of Dean Reynolds is going to be starting on the inside of row number 6 with Ted York in the 09 on his outside. And it's been a while since I've had to do this. We're moving the field down. And Joseph Groom in the 11 machine is going to start P13. On his outside is going to be Fred Hoffman in the number 13. Matt Taylor in the 15 machine is going to start P15. And 16th is going to be Robert Puckett in the 30 machine. Inside row number 9 has Jason Smith with the 8 machine with Aaron Murphy in this 41 on his outside. And Braden Tuttle in the 84 will be on the inside row number 10. With his outside of him is going to be James Heed in the 6 machine with Matthew Hobbs in the 420. Rounding out your 21 car starting field here tonight at Eldora for your summer shootout. As we take a look back here, seeing these drivers do the Victory Fuel 4-wide salute as they go down the front straightaway. And this 4-wide salute is presented by Victory Fuel Hydration for Racers. Low sugar, caffeine free. Use code RPE-sports-victory for 10% off on your next order with Victory Fuel. As we see them go through 3 and 4 here, they're stacked up, giving you the 4-wide salute to you fans. And for all my viewers, I'm sorry about having everything pop up here on the screen. We will get that fixed as iRacing just did an update today. So the UI on the screen has all changed and trying to get everything going. But this time around, Dylan Yeager and John Smill, they're going to get the rolled up green flag as we're going to go green flag racing next time around. Again, we have 75 lap main event here tonight. As Dylan and John are side by side. They're going down the back straightaway. The rest of the field is stacked up behind them, ready to go as we're racked and stacked. Entering turn number 3. The pace car is pulling off, and we're in that restart zone. And we're underway here for your summer shootout, round number 4 of your Dirt Modified Series with Regal Promotions. Oh, we're going to have contact as they go in turn number 1, the 82 and the 48. They're going to make contact. There's the 82. Looked like he went in there a little bit too hot. And the 48 is going to go back down low as he goes in turn number 3. And we have your first caution of the night. And we're going to go back and take another look at that one, as that was Dylan Yeager getting a shot in his left rear quarter panel. Looks like James Murphy what happened. The 82 got into the 48 there. The Sam Bachman had nowhere to go. All the inside row had nowhere to go. That's going to bring out your first caution of the night. As I was trying to find it there. And it should be a original restart, as no caution flags do count. As we'll take that off during your pace laps. They receive the rolled up green flag. We should go back underway here next time around. And we're going to be single file for this restart, as we have one lap down in the books. And for consecutive restart or cautions, we will be going single file, as Dylan Yeager will be leading us into turn number 3. The field is all right there, single file behind him. He's going to be in that restart zone right about here, so he can hit that loud pedal and get us back underway, which he did for that third-party gaming. Green flag. As he leads us down in the front straightaway, he goes to the bottom side of 1 and 2. He's going to get that bottom rolled in. He's going to stay down on the bottom side there as he goes down the front straightaway and into 3. The 113 of John Smith is going to try to get that middle groove worked in here, as the ticker is all trying to catch up now, as again we do not count caution flags during on the dirt side here. Dylan Yeager will be rolling out to a 1.1 second gap from John Smith. Here comes Jordan Complence. He's looking down low in 1 and 2 as they battle down the back straightaway. This is your battle for second on your screen between the 27 and the 113, as they're side by side going in 3 and 4. Coming off of 4, the 27 is going to be in second. That's going to be Jordan Complence, as he's marked as number 19 on your ticker there. And he's going to get that momentum again off of 2 down the back straightaway. The 007 and Bachman is going to be right behind these two drivers as they're battling out for second still as they come off turn number 4. Complence is going to get a little bit of an advantage as they go into 1. Coming off of 2, he's still going to have that advantage down the back straightaway. The 113 shot out of 2 like a rocket on the outside and going to take over your second position. As they come off turn number 4, the outside lane looks like it's coming in again here. The 113 is going to take over your second position as Jordan moves up just a little bit in 1 and 2. They're going to be side by side once again down the back straightaway. This is your battle for second on the screen, as Dylan Yeager in that 48 machine is going to kind of walk off here with a 1.5 second gap from these two drivers here on your screen. We're battling on second on your screen now between the 27 and the 113, as they're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. These drivers have been side by side since the drop of the green. Now here comes a short slider from the 19 of Jordan Complence as they come off turn number 4. Jordan Complence is going to secure that second position. Now he's going to move up there in front of John Smill and take over your second position. John Smill in that 113 will be third. Bachman is going to be on the bottom side here. He's going to be sitting fourth. The 27 of Jimbo Rooney is going to be on his outside, taking over his fourth position from Bachman as they're battling it out here. And we're going to be 3 wide between, that's the 007, the 79, and the 1, as they are battling out for fifth right here behind Jimbo Rooney as they come down the front straightaway, entering turn number 1, the 79 is going to be in that middle line, and that's going to be Dean Reynolds. As these two drivers, Derek Jones and Dean Reynolds, have made the pass on the 007 of Sam Bachman. Bachman might be going to the bottom and trying to save some tire, as it is a 75 lap event here tonight. And what you're seeing on your screen now is a battle for 5th between Dean Reynolds and Derek Jones. As Derek Jones goes down low in 1 and 2, he's going to try to get it to work there as they go down the back straightaway. As we maintain visual on the gap, so that way we know if we need to go back up there to the front. And Ben Jolly is going to be sitting in 7th in that 924. He's trying to reel in Derek Jones here, as he was about a half-second gap, but he's going to get a shot out of the turn there. And we're going to go back up to the front of the field here, as we have coming off for getting 15 laps down into this event. Dylan Yeager has led it since the drop of the green as he goes into turn number 1. Jordan Komblentz in that 19 machine is trying to reel in Dylan as he come off number 2. As he goes into number 3, John Smill in that 113 sitting 3rd. Jimbo Rooney in the 27. He's going to be in 4th, trying to hold off Dean Reynolds in that 79 machine, as 79 tries to look on the outside as they go in turn number 1. That's going to be heating up battle here for your 4th position as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. And Dean Reynolds is going to push up there in 3 and 4 as they come off for Jimbo Rooney is running that middle groove, as the 79 is running the outside lane there in 1 and 2. Down in 3 and 4, these drivers are caught up to John Smill in that 113. And Dylan Yeager, your leader in that 48 machine, he has extended his gap on Jordan Komblentz to a 1.75 second gap on Jordan. And what you're seeing on your screen now is your battle for 4th between the 27 and the 79. That's going to be Jimbo Rooney and Dean Reynolds. As Reynolds goes on the outside of 1 and 2, coming down off to the 27, Jimbo's going to go up high. They're going to be nose to toe as they come off turn number 4. Again, this is your battle for 4th, and Jimbo Rooney is going to hit the outside wall as he comes off 4. Here comes a slide job from the 79, moving into that 4th position. That's going to push Jimbo back to the 5th position, but here comes Jimbo looking down low in 3 and 4. They're going to be side by side. Here comes Derek Jones of that 1 machine. He's looking to enter the picture. And the 79 of Dean Reynolds is getting the outside lane going. 1 of Derek Jones is going to be right there with him. And Jimbo Rooney is running about a half a car length lower in 1 and 2, but a half a car length higher in 3 and 4. Again, it's been Dylan Yeager since the drop of the green, and Jordan Komblentz. Those two have about the same distance on each other as previous, staying about a 1.75 second gap. The 924 of Ben Jolly, he's looking down low of Derek Jones in that 1 machine. He's trying to take over that 6th position as they're going to be side by side. Coming off turn number 2, as Ben Jolly is going to get a little bit of momentum there off of 2. They're still going to be side by side. Here comes the 007 looking down low as well, as we are going to be a quarter of the way down. No, I'm sorry, not a quarter, a third of the way down next time around. As we're following on with the 7th position of the 924. We're going to go back up to the front here just momentarily as the 79 of Dean Reynolds is getting the outside going. He's going to make that pass on John Smill in that 113 for 3rd and try to reel in Jordan Komblentz and Dylan Yeager, your 1 and 2 runners. As now Dylan Yeager in that 48 machine is hitting lap traffic. He has a 2.3 second gap on Jordan Komblentz in that 19 machine. As you see right there, the 19 machine, or as car number 27 there. That's going to be Jordan Komblentz, your 2nd place runner. The 79 of Dean Reynolds will be sitting 3rd. He's moved up 8 spots. See if he can get it going here in your last 2/3 of the race to reel in the top 2. And we got a pass back there for 5th. That's going to be Ben Jolly and Jimbo Rooney running side by side, and we're going to be hitting a caution flag here. And we're going to follow along with Dylan Yeager here as he hits the outside wall. I just see that he crashed, so I'm trying to check it out as he was your leader. And you see right in front of him, lap traffic's going to hit the outside wall, and oh, that's going to be hard contact for your leader of Dylan Yeager, as he has most likely has nose damage now. And we'll go take another look at, or a close-up look, as you see that left front wheel is going to be damaged, and it might be a little bit hard to steer now with Dylan Yeager in that 48 machine. And Matt Taylor ended up getting a black flag. We have Aaron Murphy and the Dirt Series pit road. And they received the rolled up green flag. We should be stacked up double file here. That's going to be Jordan Comblance. And trying to get my ticker going good here. Jordan Comblance in that 19 machine will be taking over the pole as Dylan Yeager went and got a quick repair. The lights off. We're ready to go back underway. The 79 of Dean Reynolds will be on his outside as the field's hungry right behind him. We're going to be in that restart zone, and we're back underway with your third-party gaming green flag as we're going to be side-by-side for the lead. Going in 1, the 19 of Jordan Comblance is going to throw a slide job on the 79, and the 79 is going to cross him over. We're going to be side-by-side for the lead as they come down the back straightaway. And in turn number 3, the 79 of Dean Reynolds is going to throw that slide job as Jordan going to throw that crossover. He's going to settle in right here as they come down the front straightaway. The 79 of Dean Reynolds is going to lead this lap here, as I believe all the laps are caught up now. We are going to show you the lap counter on the top as the 79 is getting the outside going. The car to watch out for now would be Dylan Yeager as he's sitting in 14th position. And we are only on lap number 31 as the 27 of Jordan Comblance look down low in turn number 3 as they're going to be side by side coming off 4 at the line. It's still going to be Dean Reynolds. As Comblance shoots off and diamonds off number 2, going down the back straightaway, pushing up. Going to be side by side as they come off turn number 4. The 79 of Dean Reynolds is going to maintain that momentum on the outside. Jimbo Rooney has moved into the 3rd position, trying to hold off Derek Jones in that 1 machine. And the 1 machine is trying to hold off James Murphy in that 65 as James Murphy's trying to get that bottom side going and try to get a 2-for-1 special as he goes in turn number 3 on the bottom side. And the 924 of Ben Jolly, he's going to be sitting 6. He's trying to get that outside going. He's going to diamond off turn 2. They're going to be 3 wide down the back straightaway. And that's going to be James Murphy, Ben Jolly, and Dalton Dewart as they come in turn number 3. The 1 of Derek Jones looking down low of Jimbo Rooney. And Jimbo's going to get that momentum going. Now Jimbo has trying to hold off this whole field. Oh, we're going to have contact between James Murphy and Derek Jones as they go down the back straightaway. Ben Jolly has moved up into your 4th position as he throws the slide job. We're going to be, I thought we were going to be there 4 wide coming off turn number 4. The 82 of Dalton Dewart, he's sliding up there in 1 and 2 in front of Ben Jolly and taking over that 4th position. This is your battle for 4th on the screen. As Ben Jolly looks down low, here comes James Murphy as well. They're going to be side by side going in turn number 1. Ben Jolly's not going to clear. He's going to stay to the side, diamond it off as they come down the back straightaway. Entering turn number 3, Ben Jolly squeezed in between Dewart and Jones and enter the high side in 3 and 4, try to get that momentum going. Here comes Dalton Dewart. He's trying to throw a slide job on Rooney here in 1 and 2. As they come off turn 2, he's going to maintain that bottom side. Look for a slide job here, this time in 3 and 4. There goes the slide job. Here comes Rooney with the crossover down out of 4. We're going to be side by side and give it to Rooney at the line as Rennie just throws a slide job and crossover from Dewar. And as these two are battling it out for position number 3, your leaders have been battling it out as well, as we are 40 laps down into this event. Oh, we're going to have contact right there between the 79 and the 27, as those are your leaders. Again, these two have been battling it out as well. And as soon as I come back here, we're going to be side by side once again as they go in 3 and 4. This is your battle for the lead between Koblenz and Reynolds, as Reynolds is running the outside lane. Koblenz has been satisfied in that middle line the whole race. And Koblenz is going down low. He's thinking about throwing that slider, ended up short sliding himself to stay off of Reynolds as they come down the back straightaway. As we take a look through your field, oh, we got a slide job there between Koblenz and Reynolds. Koblenz is going to take over your lead. We have lap traffic playing a factor now. Here comes a slide job from the 79 of Dean Reynolds. The 30 machine is going to almost lose it right there in front of your leaders as the 27 threw a crossover on Reynolds. As Koblenz throws a slide job there, Reynolds is going to cross him over. We're going to be side by side as we have 31 laps remaining in this feature. As they come down the back straightaway, Jordan's going to go down low. Reynolds is going to go up high as Jordan throws a slide job. Here comes a crossover from the 79. We're going to be side by side. It's still going to be Reynolds at the line. And again, Reynolds is going to throw that slide job in 1 and 2. Koblenz does the crossover as they go in turn 3, trying to change up their line and defend that slide job as the 79 entered in the middle line. But here comes the slide job in 1 and 2 from Jordan. Reynolds is going to cross him over once again as they come down the back straightaway. Reynolds is going to run that middle of the high line. Here comes a crossover from Jordan as they come off turn number 4, and at the line it's going to be Jordan at the line, as these two have been duking it out for the last 4 or 5 laps. As the 79 of Dean Reynolds goes down low in turn number 2, down the back straightaway, he looked for a slide job here with a crossover from Jordan Koblenz. And that was a short slider, almost parked it on his nose, but Jordan's going to maintain that lead as he does the crossover there, coming off turn number 4 and slides up in 1 and 2. The 79 of Dean Reynolds is going to cross him back over. And they're going to try to throw a slide job, but will not clear it, so he thought different of it, as they're going to be side by side coming down the front straightaway. It's going to be Reynolds at the line. We're going to throw a slide job. Here comes a crossover once again from Jordan as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. These two have been battling out for a while, and see if we can keep it like this for the next 25 laps, as they have 25 laps remaining now since they're crossing the line. The 79 Dean Reynolds is going to be throwing a slide job here, 1 and 2. Here comes Jordan looking to cross him over once again as he comes off turn number 2. Dalton Dewart's enjoying this as he's trying to reel these two drivers in as they're battling side by side. We have lap traffic that's going to play a factor here momentarily as they're still sliding each other. The 79 of Dean Reynolds will maintain the lead at the line. The 27 of Jordan Koblenz looking to do a crossover here as they come down the back straightaway. Lap traffic should play a factor next turn as they are right there on the bumper coming off of turn number 4. And at the line, it's going to be Dean Reynolds. And the 6 machine is going to be right there. And 79 is going to use them as a pick and get around Jordan Koblenz as they come off turn number 2. Now that gives Dean just a little bit of breathing room here in your close of the laps of this feature. But don't count Jordan out yet, as he's been right there. And as we were doing that, here comes your third place charger of Dalton Dewart. He's trying to reel these two drivers in and make this race interesting here in your closing the laps. And the one that moved back to your 14th, 15th position of Dylan Yeager, he has moved up into your 4th position as he's battling it out for 4th with James Murphy there on your screen. I see Dylan goes on the outside, James is on the bottom, and going to get the outside cushion going there in 3 and 4. And at the line, it's going to be Dylan at the line, but here comes a slide job, and James did not throw it all the way as he knew that he was not clear. We're going to go back, and you see your leaders are right there. That's going to be third on your screen of Dalton Dewart as Dylan's trying to reel him in here. I know Dylan and James want this thing to stay green, most likely, as they're reeling them in and don't have to deal with Ben Jolly and Bachman back there as well. And these two drivers in the lead, they're going to be battling it out once again. I know the drivers behind them enjoy seeing these two go side by side, so that way they can try to reel them in here. And now Jordan goes down low. The 79 is still up high, and that's going to be Dean Reynolds. They're going to be side by side coming off turn 2, make a little bit of contact. Here comes Dalton Dewar on the outside. He's trying to enter that chat there and get into that second position, and bringing along with him is going to be Dylan Yeager in that 48 machine as he's back up there. We're going to be side by side for position number 2, and here comes Dylan on the outside. He's going to try to get in that third position as they come off turn number 2 down the back straightaway, entering turn number 3. Oh, we're going to have contact between the 82 and the 48 as Dylan's going to shoot down and diamond off the turn and take over your third position. And right in front of him is going to be the two that have been throwing slide haymakers back and forth with each other, the 79 and the 19. Here comes Dylan in that 48 machine, working the outside in 3 and 4, as he's going to get that momentum coming off turn number 4. He's looking to make it into a charge into second, and did not get it this lap, but here he comes in 1 and 2, getting the outside going once again. He's going to take over your second position away from Jordan Blitz. Now, Dylan has one more driver to pass, and that's going to be Dean Reynolds as he shoots down low in 1 and coming off 4. Oh, we're going to have lap traffic there. The 30 machine, that almost took him out, and Dean Reynolds is going to maintain your lead as they come off 2 down the back straightaway. The 48 of Dylan is working that bottom side going, and he moved up into the middle line. Man, we've stayed green for a while. Let's keep it like this as we are nearing 10 laps remaining. And my internet ended up my iRacing glitched out there as Dylan Yeager threw a slide job on Dean Reynolds and took over your lead in 1 and 2. And we have a new leader on lap number 64 here, as he did lead the first few laps, or first 30 or so laps. And now we're going to be battling for second between the 79 of Dean Reynolds and Dalton Dewar and the 82. The 82 is going to look down low. We have 10 laps remaining in your summer shootout, and we're going to have our caution flag come out as we take a look with Robert Puckett in the 30, making contact with the 65 of James Murphy. He's working that bottom side. I think he... And he spun out right there trying to go into the pits. And that's what caused the caution flag to come out. Sounds like he did run out of fuel. And Dylan Yeager has moved back up to the front of the field, followed by the 79 of Dean Reynolds. And listening to race control did not throw that caution. It was a automatic caution from iRacing. So your top 5 rundown is going to be Dylan Yeager in that 48 machine, the 79 of Dean Reynolds, who has moved up 9 spots. He's trying to hold off the charger of the 82, Dalton Dewar, the 19 of Jordan Blitz, and the 65 of James Murphy. This time around, they just received the rolled up green flag. We should be going back underway with a third-party gaming green flag next time around, as the field is stacked up single file coming off turn number 2 behind your leader of Dylan Yeager. The pace truck lights are off. They're entering turn number 3. They're waiting for that restart zone and getting back underway. And Dylan's hitting that loud pedal and getting us back to the third-party gaming green flag as he's going to lead us in turn number 1. The 79 machine's trying to hold him off, and it looks like Dalton's in the wall, Jordan's in the wall. I didn't see if James was in the wall there as they came into turn number 1. Dalton's going to try to get that bottom or the top side going in 3 and 4. And he's trying to run up higher there in 1 and 2. He's going to push down or pull down and diamond off 1, 2 and get a run as they come off turn 2 down the back straightaway. He's looking on the bottom side as they go in turn number 3. He's trying to make that pass on Dean Reynolds and move up to 8 spots. I'm sorry, and move Dean Reynolds down to just moving up 8 spots, as Dalton Dewart has taken over your second position, and now Dean Reynolds is going to be trying to hold off the number 19 of Jordan Blitz. I wonder with these two, the 79 and the 19, throw haymakers back and forth if they wear out their tires, and if one of those two drivers will be make it to the podium, we will make sure that we ask them that. And this time around, coming off of turn number 4, Dylan is receiving the 5 fingers as we have 5 laps remaining here in your main event for your summer shootout, round number 4. And we have a caution flag out as we follow along with Jimbo running in that 27 machine. Goes down in the middle of the line, and three pushes makes contact with Matt Taylor in that 15 machine, and just continues driving around, and that's going to bring out your caution for your caution there. And just kind of give you the rundown, I believe Jason Smith in the 8 machine is your current Twisted Speed hard charger, as he's moved up 10 spots, and he's sitting in position number 7. They just received the rolled up green flag. Again, we're going to stay single file until the completion of this race. We have 5 laps remaining here tonight for your summer shootout for your round 4 of your dirt modified series with Regal Promotions Esports. As Dylan leads us in turn number 3, he's waiting for that restart zone and getting us back underway with the third-party gaming green flag as he's hitting that loud pedal once again. Again, we have 5 laps remaining here for the race here for Eldora. We're going to be side by side coming off turn 2, make contact, and the 82 is going to maintain. And we got one upside down somewhere. Take a look at it again. As we go along with Dean Reynolds in that 79 machine, the 82 goes up to the outside high side. They're going to be hitting the wall. The 79 hits the wall, gets lifted up by the 65 right there in front of the rest of the field. And the 8 goes on the hit on there. And the 09, and that's how the 09 ended up on its lid in 1 and 2 on that restart. And that's a heartbreak there for Dean Reynolds in that 79 machine, as he was up there towards the front of the field. And the 48 of Dylan's going to be leading the field once again here to the third-party gaming green flag, as they just received the rolled-up green flag going down, and now they're going down the back straightaway, entering turn number 3. That sounds like, again, the 30 of Robert Puckett has ran out of fuel. The 48 of Dylan Yeager is going to get us back underway with the third-party gaming green flag as he goes in turn number 1, running the outside lane. The 82 is going to get the outside lane going as well. And here comes James Murphy in that 65 machine. He's going to make a charge for second and try to reel in Dalton Dewart. as this time around they receive the popsicle sticks as we have 2 laps remaining in this event. The 48 of Dylan getting that outside lane going. He is your current points leader coming into tonight's event. And Dalton Dewar sitting second with James Murphy running the outside lane in third as we have 1 lap remaining as they just received the white flag. Dylan's still up there. We're going to go back here to your third place as they come off turn number 2. Entering turn number 3. Dylan's on the outside wall there in 3, but he's going to come off number 4 and take the win here tonight for your summer shootout, followed by Dalton Dewar and James Murphy for your top 3. We're going to hear from those 3 drivers here momentarily. As these top 3 drivers will be making it to the front straightaway for and for a complete rundown of your night tonight. Obviously, we have Dylan Yeager in that 48 machine taking the win. Dalton Dewar in the 82 machine will be sitting second. James Murphy in the 65 machine finishes third. Bachman in the 007 fourth. John Smill in the 113 fifth. Benjamin Wirt in the 14 machine finishes sixth. Jimbo Rooney in the 27 finishes seventh. Jason Smith in the 8 machine finishes eighth. Ted York in the 09 finishes ninth, and rounding out your top 10, it's going to be Derek Jones in the 1 machine. Dean Reynolds in the 79 got the tough luck there on that last restart. He's moved down to the 11th. Aaron Murphy finishes 41, or in his 41 machine finishes 12th. Fred Hoffman in the 13 finishes 13th. Jordan Komblitz in the 19 machine finishes 14th. James Heed in the 6th, 15th. Robert Puckett 16th. Matt Taylor 17th, and Ben Jolly finishes 18th. In 19th, we have Joseph Groom, Braden Tuttle, 20th, and Matthew Hobbs rounds out your field. Again, we're going to hear from your top 3 drivers here momentarily. And just verify here on my end. And hear from James Murphy first here. And James, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was a hard-fought battle there. You're late to the podium here on that last restart. You ended up getting up to third, but you stayed right there on the charge the whole time with your twisted speed shot modified here. What was your strategy going into the 75 lap event here at Eldora?
Well, to be honest, all the strategy went out the window when I gridded up and realized this was a 75 lap race. I didn't have a setup for it, didn't have enough gas, and I missed the start. So started off excellent, but we was able to keep my head down and rally back to third.
And that was something that I thought about before coming over here to do the broadcast tonight, that the officials that everyone runs, they're 50 laps in these big block modifieds. So that 75 lap race for the setup wise should be different.
Yeah, I mean, I built the set for I didn't read it. To be honest with you, I just signed up for it. I thought it was like a 40 lap race, so I was way short on gas. But like I said, we was decent, just relaxing speed, and I was killing my tires. So I didn't know it was the same 5 lap race, but I'm not making excuses. I'm happy to finish third.
And congratulations on third. And with you saying that you're short on fuel, you made it the whole 75 laps and finished on the podium. That is something to say right there, as I'm sure you were conserving through the whole race.
Yep. Honestly, I backed out and added almost the max. I didn't even care. I guessed at it, and I thought I was really heavy on gas, but it is what it is.
Yes, sir. And congratulations on your third place finish here tonight for round number 4 of the Modified Dirt Series with Regal Promotions. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Thank y'all for broadcasting, Regal for putting it on, everybody back at Twisted Speed.
And hopefully in October for the round number 5, we catch you back on the podium.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Thank you, man. Have a good night.
You too.
And there you have it, your third place finisher of James Murphy. Next, we're going to hear from Dalton. Get everything going here. And Dalton, do you got a copy?
What's up?
Man, that was a good battle there. I know on that, I'll say what about the third restart, whenever you started making the charge there late, you seen Jordan and the 79 car sitting there throwing haymakers back and forth. What was going through your mind whenever you seen that as you're running third?
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen. We were counting down the laps there pretty quick, and I was kind of keeping a steady pace in between me and those two guys, and just letting them do their thing. Maybe one of them would make a mistake, or I didn't want to, force the issue and make it a 3-car battle and one of us get junked type of deal. So I kind of just let it play out. And, I guess I didn't really push the issue as much until we got that caution, and then we kind of ran it as we could, and then seen Dylan come back through the field, and then we all 4 of us got together there. It was a 4-car battle, and Dylan got out of it, and once he got out front, it's gonna be hard to catch him. I couldn't hit the top like he could, and I want to apologize again for getting into him in the beginning of the race there, and whatever I screwed up there on lap 1, that's my fault. But overall, it was a good night.
And now that you said that, kind of messed up there towards the end and hit the outside wall there. What was it getting slicked up there on the late in the race after Dylan made that pass on you?
Yeah, at the start there, I didn't get a good start, nor did I enter one good enough. I entered it too late, and by entering it too late, I kind of had too much forward motion, I guess, and slid it all the way up to the wall and got into it and screwed Dean up behind me and whoever else was behind him. So I mean, that's unfortunate. I feel bad. Obviously, he's my teammate, and we were looking to have a good battle there, but I found that cut down line. I thought that was pretty decent, but when Dylan hit the wall perfect, it wasn't no match. But if he goofed up or hit it not as perfect, we could keep pace. But I mean, he had a great start. That last caution there, and kind of just had to settle for second.
Yes, sir. And second with these strong drivers here in this event, that's nothing to complain about. Again, congratulations on second place finish tonight.
Thank you.
And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I gotta thank all my guys at Full Throttle Motorsports, man. Gunner at Swans Speed Shop, GearPack.com, Do Pro Performance, Dean at Super Dirt Car Series. You for taking your time out of your night and live streaming this for the people to watch, and Rigo for putting this deal on, and all the people coming up to do some good racing.
Yes, sir. And once again, congratulations on your second place finish, and hopefully we catch you next month, October 21st, for round number 5 of the Regal Promotions Dirt Modified Series right here on Right Rear Racing, and catch you on the podium again.
Yes, sir. We'll be here, man. Hopefully we'll talk to you again.
Yes, sir. You have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
And there you have it, your second place finisher of Dalton Dewart. And we're going to hear from Dylan here next, your winner of tonight's event. And Dylan, do you got a copy? Dylan, do you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Man, that starting the race tonight, you started on the pole, you took off, lap traffic got into you there, and then you had to start on the back. Whenever you went to the back, what was your game plan? Because you still had a lot of laps to get it back up there through the field and take the win like you did. But what was your game plan as you went to the back of the field?
Yeah, just to keep the car clean and try and pass as many cars as possible. Started out the run just kind of on the bottom where no one else was, and was able to pick up some spots. And eventually, when I got some clear racetrack, I was able to move up and make up some more time on the guys up front. But it was really just keep the car clean and try and make time up on the leaders while I do so.
And I'm sure every racer gets in that situation. They end up going hot headed. Seemed like you had a level head going into that and knew what you wanted to do.
I mean, I was a little mad. I can't lie. I was a little hot-headed there, but that my dad always tells me, he's like, you race better when you're pissed off. So, I mean, I kind of use that to my advantage. Just I'm not a super aggressive racer, but when I'm mad, I get a little more aggressive, and I'm able to make bolder moves that I wouldn't be able to make when I'm not mad. So, I kind of use that, to my advantage almost.
And that makes sense. I know that with me, I'm going to drive it in too hard and lose control of the car. That's what I meant by you kind of kept cool there.
Yeah.
And then on the last few restarts there, or the last restart whenever you were still sitting fourth with about 10 laps to go, what was your game plan on that last restart before you took the lead?
Not really sure. I was just kind of driving the car, just trying to make the right moves and getting the right spots. I think with the last restarts, I was in the lead because I got the lead before those last cautions during that long green flag run.
It was during the long green flag run, that first caution that came out, you're still sitting fourth, I believe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was just, I remember it now. Just trying to make the right moves, put myself in the right spot, and stay on the top because the top was a lot faster there at the end. So I was just trying to be able to slide people and stay high.
And before that caution did come out, were you wanting that caution to come out, or would rather it stay green and y'all all try to battle it out there for the closing laps? I think y'all had roughly about 10 laps remaining.
I mean, it didn't really matter to me. I was gonna try and get the lead either way. I had a fast car there, so I was gonna be aggressive either way if it stayed green or not. But I think it would have been fun to race it out there. We were a little bit more spaced out, and everyone was in a little bit of a rhythm there, so it probably would have been some pretty good racing if we did stay green. So, I mean, yeah, I do wish it did stay green because I think that would have been pretty fun.
And I think it would have been fun to see it the last 10 laps there staying green as you're coming out on with a vengeance there on the leaders. But we didn't get that, but instead we got what we got. Congratulations again on your win. You are still the points leader coming in off the long break that we had for the summer and coming in round 4 and taking the win tonight. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just like to thank Majulsi Speed Shop, CFM Esports, Ham Designs for the wrap, Andrew, and all the guys that are in charge of putting this league on for giving us a place to race, and you for putting on the broadcast.
We couldn't do it without sponsors, man. And again, congratulations. Hopefully, we catch you next month here on the podium once again.
Alrighty, thank you.
Thanks, sir. You have a good night.
You too.
And there you have it, your top 3 finishers from tonight's race. And again, those results that you heard earlier are your unofficial results. And looking at my unofficial results, Jason Smith, your 8th place finisher, and your car number 8 has moved up 9 spots. He's going to take your unofficial Twisted Speed Hard Charger Award tonight. Didn't look like we had any of your last lap passes for your F&D awareness. Pay attention to the Regal Promotions Esports Facebook page for your Mr. Clean Award and all your other awards that were given out tonight, like your Hard Luck Award and your Hard Charger for your official Hard Charger Award. For the next Regal Promotions event, that's going to happen next week on Monday, September 15th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's going to be the Severn Showdown, round number 10 for your 360 sprint cars. They're going to take on Eldora. The winner gets a free Kings Class entry, and you can catch that action live on Regal Promotions Esports. And then on Wednesday, September 17th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Regal Promotions Esports Kings Clash at Eldora Speedway will be 40 laps, 360s, $50 to win, and $10 to start with a $10 entry fee. You can catch that live on Regal Promotions Esports. The next showdown for your Dirt Modified Series will be round number 5, happening October 21st at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Empire State Showdown. You can catch that action live right here on Right Rear Racing, and that's going to happen at Oswego Speedway, 75 laps in your big block modifieds with an open setup. That's going to be your next 3 events for Regal Promotions, and for Right Rear Racing, we will be covering the Dirt Series Promotions Slick Track Challenge right here at Eldora once again on Thursday night. That's going to kick off at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time as we go live. Again, all of my races that we do here on Right Rear Racing, we have to have 12 drivers ready to go for us to go live. If not, we will not go live. So please bear with me on that side of things as well. So if you don't see us going live, we are most likely racing in that event. Thank you for joining in here tonight on Right Rear Racing. Hopefully you had fun, had a blast watching this event, and we will catch you next time.
Checkered flag flying, it's the end of the show. From dirt to the blacktop, we let it all go. Burning rubber, slamming gears, making hearts race. If you miss the heat, catch the highlight, press play. Right rear racing, lights out, that's a wrap. From the front straight to the back, we attacked every lap. Don't blink, don't sleep, we'll be back in your feed with the throttle wide open and a need for speed. Saw the drama, the thrill, the slide jobs and spins. Legends born in the booth and on tracks we win. Facebook, YouTube, hit subscribe and stay loud. We ain't slowing down, just saving it for the next round. Broadcast signed off, but the fire still burns. Catch us next time, where the story continues at full send. Joe, right rear racing, we out, hold tight, see you next race.